Let's talk about the bloodline then. Cody Rhodes lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I was there on the floor getting ready to
Oh
go to
my
the
gosh.
WrestleMania press conference. I'm at the fireworks. I'm at the edge, and I'm ready to go to the press conference after. And we're all sitting there, and obviously Cody's going to win. Da, 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 da. Solo comes in, thumb, boom, pinfall. You talk about air being sucked out of a room. You talk about anger. There wasn't like, oh, well, that stinks. Like a bad guy won the movie in the movie. Oh, that stinks. No, no, no. There was the people I could see up in the throwing things, smashing things.
Are you
Around me,
kidding?
people around me who are all journalists, all in the media, were all just like, wait, what, what's happening? And what did
Really?
happen? Oh my God.
I wasn't there that time. No.
Anger,
Wow.
disgust. There were feelings of just betrayal, feeling like you built someone up and then you just knocked them right back down. And that's where the Vince McMahon method of being
I'm
purchased
sorry.
and him
Vince
being
was in
power.
charge again. He called those orders, and I'm going to
Exactly.
tell you, it was the best angle ever. Now, y'all probably won't agree with me, but I'm telling you, either two things.
All right.
It was the best receipt to Cody Rhodes, or number two, which I think should be number one. It was the best booking ever, because there's only one thing they could be doing, or two things they could be doing with Cody, is just a big old receipt, and when his contract's done, his ass is out. Or number two, it's going to be the best angle ever.
Wow. I
Oh, I
love
think it is. I think it is, and especially when on Monday Night Raw and Brock, I thought that was brilliant.
I love that. I love that fact of the building to Brock versus Cody, probably in Puerto Rico
Yes.
at Backlash, which is a great idea, a great way to sell out the arena. Already probably sold out because of Bad Bunny's involvement, so he'll obviously be
Yes.
competing as well. But yet, I love the receipt part, because in the history of professional wrestling, always hear stories of bringing someone in to kind of screw them. But yet all those people who eventually get laid off and do interviews with, like Bruce Pritchard for years, would be like, now, why would we hire someone? Spend money on someone just to screw them. Everyone's like, because you can.
And
Like,
hey, I've been in scene behind the scenes, and I hear how things go. But I cannot and will not, and there's a lot of things I'll take to my grave. But I will say this, that that is not far fetched.
no, it's not. The fact that they named the $1 Million Man's, servant Virgil, which is the name of Dusty Rhodes, bringing
Yeah.
him in and having him wear polka dots and all these things. Everyone's like, oh, ha, 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 ha. No, these are ribs. These are flat out ribs. And you can tell connecting the dots, but yet then you sound like a conspiracy theorist when you're like, well, there must be this because of that reason. Like, either you
So
sound
good.
crazy or you sound 100% right. And you choose the latter on which one you want to land on.
Oh, shit, is so good though. This is the best business men's soap opera. Period.
Yes.
It is. I
Yes.
mean, where else can you have a good time and not only monopolize it, but to control the world in a monopoly of something that is just incredibly, where huge multi-million-dollar award-winning stars watch wrestling. And when you finally hear that, you're like, yes, I am okay. Because the brightest people, the smartest people in the world that you would never think that would watch pro wrestling is because they enjoyed it as a kid. And one of them was Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
I was so glad to hear that he finally got in. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, I
A
agree.
lot of people wonder about Cyndi Lauper or Miss Elizabeth, and I keep telling them, they're like, just why? I'm like, guys, you got to think out of the box. You can't be angry at WWE. You got to think, maybe it isn't WWE. Maybe it's something more personal on the other end of the people, where they're just like, I don't want nothing to do with them anymore. Or,
Mm.
yeah, they're whatever. Maybe they just say no. And it's okay. But people are like, on Twitter, it's like you're just blocked. Like, think it's not just one problem.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
just,
lot of that. There's a lot of that.
yeah,
You'll hear one side of a story, but you don't hear the other side. But then suddenly the other side,
yes.
it tells your story, and you're like, nah, it feels fishy to me. On this sounds right to me. This sounds fishy. So
Well,
you land
everyone's
on which
gonna,
side you want.
yeah, yeah. So whatever appeals to you, what you think is right, is what people lean to, and it's almost like in politics and anything anyway. So I feel I love fact checking.
Oh yeah.
I hate sometimes when I think I'm right and I turn out I'm not, and I'm like, well, damn it. And I start laughing and I'm like, oh, and then you just kind of keep fact checking, and it's just what a surreal, what a wonderful way to go.